The SUMIF function is a function which allows me to add together numbers which meet a specific criteria from a range. Let's just get into an example and I'll show you how it works. So here on the left I have a table with a list of states, the department, and the expenses associated with each department. What I would like to do is return the total expenses for the state of Florida. So to get started, I'm going to type in the equals SUMIF function. Alright, so our first argument, there's three arguments for the SUMIF function. The first one is the range. So this is the range against which I want to apply the criteria, which in this case here would be Florida. So I'm going to select my range, which is A3 to A12. I can make this an absolute reference by highlighting that range in my formula and hitting Command T on a Mac or F4 on Windows. And this will make it an absolute reference so that if I drag it down, the range will always stay the same. If I wanted to make it a little bit more dynamic, I could actually just select the entire column. Just one note is make sure you stay consistent throughout the entire formula. If you select the entire column for one part of the formula, select the entire column for the next part of the formula. So here I've selected the entire column A. Right, let's move on to the second criteria. The second criteria is, or argument I should say, is actually the criteria. So in this case here, it's the state of Florida. I can click a cell reference, or I could actually type it in. Just remember, if you type it in and it's text, you want to put it between quotations, right? So in this case here, it's Florida, but I'm going to just make it a cell reference. So we have selected the criteria, and now the third argument is the range we want to sum up. So that's going to be column C here. These are all the expenses. This is what we want to add up. Now, because I selected the entire column in my first argument for the range, I need to do the same for the third argument here, which is going to be our sum. So I'm going to just select that, going to close the bracket, hit enter, and there we go. Total expenses for Florida is $525. Hey, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel, giving me a thumbs up. Much appreciated. Bye.